Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no, here comes the.
Hey everybody, welcome to Team Steezy. This is Eddie here. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more sports content and like the video while you're at it as well. Today we're talking about Fernando Tatis Jr.'s $340 million contract for 14 years. Not only is this an astronomical amount, I want to say maybe at least top 3 in terms of monetary value in high contracts, but I believe it is number 1 in terms of duration in length. 14 years. We're talking length that goes beyond Bobby Bonilla numbers, way beyond Bobby Bonilla numbers. But what makes it so unique is the youth of the player. Fernando is 22 years old. He's only played what? 150, 140 games in his entire career, and yet the San Diego Padres believe so much in his future with this team that they have locked him in for a decade and a half for over $1/3 of $1 billion. So let's dive in. It doesn't take a baseball fan to tell any sports fan the baseball world is full of mega deals like this. It seems like every year there's another breaking news story about some player that gets a ton of money to stick around for a significant amount of time. But when this happens, it's usually with an established face of the team. Examples that come to mind are both in Los Angeles. We have Mookie Betts with the Dodgers or Mike Trout with the Angels, who signed these $300+ million deals with their teams after they had already proven to themselves to be the future of their teams. One of the big differences is that this happened as they neared the age of 30, at least in their late 20s is when they signed these deals. Fernando Tatis Jr. isn't only just very young at the age of 22, but also he's young in the terms of a professional player, as in he's a rookie. Fernando Tatis Jr. though is fairly new. He's only played just a little over 120 games in his entire career, and yet he's been locked in for 1.5 decades of play with one team. So what does this mean? It means that the San Diego Padres front office believes in Fernando Tatis Jr. and not just the way that he can hit or that he's good, but that he's also very fun to watch. Does this make sense? Think about the New York Yankees. Even when the New York Yankees are a bad team, they're sold out. Even when the Dallas Cowboys miss the playoffs, those stands are full of people. And the Padres, building the team that they have, Fernando Tatis Jr. is another puzzle piece in what is going to be a very identifiable franchise. They're going to make some money no matter what. But in terms of wins, they have locked in very young talent for a very long time. We could sit here and talk about how much money this kid's making all day. We need to talk about this team he plays on and what this means for the future of the Padres. As I mentioned moments ago, he is a piece of a very large puzzle coming to fruition. That piece includes players like Yu Darvish, Blake Snell, Manny Machado, all on the same team at the same time. They are Golden State warrioring the heck out of the San Diego Padres in order to become the best in the West. But what stands in their way? What is the biggest obstacle they have to overcome? Baseball fans watching this video probably already know the answer, and that answer is the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers have nothing to prove. They're defending World Series champions. They got the team, they got the players, but now they have, dare I say it, a bigger rival to them now than the San Francisco Giants were 10 years ago. It might be one of the biggest rivalries in baseball since, again, dare I say it, the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox, especially like the powerhouse teams that we saw in 2004. Even though I said that the Dodgers have nothing to prove, they're still bringing things to the table that we need to talk about. Everyone who knows me knows that I praise pitching staffs when they're good. And so we have to look at Clayton Kershaw, and new to the Dodgers is Trevor Bauer, who signed with them. A rotation that's going to be very hard to stop with very little breaks, most importantly. On top of that, the usual suspects, Corey Seager, Bellinger, they're all around doing their jobs all day, every day. When these two teams meet, I don't know which one's going to come out on top. We can sit here and talk about it all day, but they have the same things. Strong rotations and heart of the lineup, and most importantly, young talent. Only one can be the best. And I'm sure maybe, with any luck, we'll have a nice preview of what could be this upcoming year's National League Championship Series. But only one of them can move on. And even when that happens, it's not guaranteed that that winner will win the World Series. So, time will tell, and we'll have to check it out as it happens. And no matter what happens, Team Steezy will be here to cover the outcome. So, subscribe to the channel for more baseball content. And if you're a more generic sports fan, we cover just about everything under the sun. Have a good one.